When I first learned about dwelling in the Word, I wasn't quite sure what the practice was going to be like and how it compared to other practices I was familiar with. I thought, well, this sounds a little bit like Lectio Divina.
So Lectio Divina was kind of a method of dwelling in the Word as well as prayer time that the monks up at St. John's University do on a daily basis.
Lectio, you're more by yourself. You're kind of contemplating the Word of God with yourself and with God. But here you're getting into this relational, listening to other people, experiencing God in other people, experiencing God with what their perspectives are. So it's much more powerful and it's much more community building, I think, than other practices that I've done in the past.
So for Lynn and I, we start our day, each of our work days. It's just a very quiet time. The candle lit between us. We've got some herbal tea that we have, that we drink, and we just each do our own thing, basically, reading the Word and dwelling in it.
You're not so much trying to figure out, well, what does this verse mean in some scholarly fashion, but you're really trying to find out, well, what does this verse mean right now between God and myself and this other person that I'm talking to. So that's really been kind of a thing that I've really enjoyed with dwelling in the Word.
I've attended the Monday morning men's Bible study here for years, and I always looked at that as a really neat way to start my work week. And now I've been able to build on that, and I now feel better spiritually, physically even, going into every work day.
You know, for me, I am not a morning person, as all my friends will attest to. Don't call me before 10 o'clock ever on a Saturday. But we do it, we tried a lot of different ways of making sure we had time for our own devotions, and you run out of time. So we just got into the habit of just setting our alarm an extra half hour early, so we get up and just make a point of lighting a candle.
I've done it in a number of small groups, and I think the one that was the most impactful for me was when I went to the Dwelling in the Word Festival. So we had people from South Africa, we had people from the Netherlands, and we were all in this common story, and it was amazing how fast that bridged culture gaps and allowed me to connect with people, connect with where they were in their walk with God, both individually and in their faith communities.
I always thought that the coolest part about what God gives us here every day is the ability to talk to Him and read the Bible.
Your relationship with Jesus, your relationship with God can grow, and it's tremendous, powerful technique to kind of come into that relationship and really understand what God is saying to you on a day-to-day basis.
Well, just imagine if everybody had a closer relationship with God. How exciting would that be?
I can't think of anything more awesome than what everyone was able to experience, I guess, what I've been able to experience personally.
Okay, I'm Keith Elliott, and I'm finding my place in God's unfolding story.
I'm Don Schoen.
And I'm Lynn Schoen.
And we're finding our place in God's unfolding story.